Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just to let you know, I'm still here, even though it's been a long 4 months. Now the last few videos I did at the end of those 4 months ago weren't too great, a lot of fish losses, a lot of problems. So I took a bit of a step back from the koi YouTube, the koi groups, and just kind of let one of the pieces of advice I got from someone that I trust very well with the koi keeping hobby was just kind of leave it. Leave it for a little bit. After putting treatment into a pond, sometimes it can just stress the fish out. So just left the pond, and since those last videos I only had one more fish loss. So 4 months and 1 fish loss compared to the amount I was having before. And the biggest reason I think was having an overstocked pond. And I know many of you are out there going, yeah, I told you so. But I think it's a good lesson for me to have learned, a harsh lesson, but one that I think every koi keeper starting out should really get to grips with and know that do not stock your ponds too much or overstock. So that's that out of the way. Merry Christmas guys, it is December. There's not much happening in the koi hobby right now apart from the Japanese harvest of my ponds. Seen some amazing koi come out. And I was actually online last night, I was on YouTube, come home from work. I've got a new job by the way guys, so I'm out of the bar industry, praise the Lord, so that was a good thing for me. And I'm working at B&Q, which means lots more building supplies, fingers crossed. So I come home from work and I was just on YouTube and I thought, you know what, I might have a little look at some of you guys' videos and catch up on what you've all been up to. As I said, I took a bit of a break, it's a bit of a personal thing. I thought, just get me down a little bit. But then I went online and I saw, first one that pops up was Mr. Koi Soldier, Lee Hadfield. Brilliant guy, you should definitely check him out. I think I might just refer to him as kind of like a koi dad. He's got this weird kind of way of doing the videos where like anyone can just understand what he's doing. He just goes at it hell for leather. And I watched a few of his videos, seen the filter house coming along, and I thought, oh yeah, that's really good, getting me kind of itching to get back out. And then I saw some other people's videos like Lou Mangrove from French Koi Connection. Lou, I'm still here, and I still do watch your videos. I've just had a little break. I'm loving the Christmas quiz that you're doing at the minute. And then I saw another one of Lee's videos, which was on a pond visit. So I think his name's Frank. Not Frank Koi, but I think his name's Frank Gardiner. He's on a passion for koi. If any of you are on that group, hit him up. He's got an amazing pond, fairly new build. I think in the video Lee was saying it's about 3 months old, some amazing fish. And I kind of thought, right, tomorrow I'm going to make a video. So I'm seeing everyone else's videos and I miss it, I really do. And I completely understand when people might take a break for a short while from the koi hobby and then they'll come back to it at a later date. Because when I see the Japanese harvest pictures and see people online chatting away on the different Facebook groups, forums and YouTube and things like that, I do miss it. So I'm back. There probably won't be another video for a little bit while because as I say, December is usually a quiet period of time for people with koi ponds. I have got that heater, that kind of electro heater. I need you guys' opinion on that. So what I want to do is possibly plumb it in and turn it on. Now a lot of you are going to go, as soon as you turn it on, your bank balance is going to have a plug pulled out the bottom of it. Now what my thinking is, I'm going to set it to 5 degrees. All I want is for the water not to freeze, because last winter I had an awful experience with even my 4-inch bottom drain pipe freezing. We're a little bit higher up here, ground is solid chalk, so everything gets freezing cold, and we do occasionally get a little sprinkling of snow. Last year we got snow and the pond froze. So the idea is not really to heat the pond to keep the koi feeding and everything, it's just to keep the temperature stable and warm enough to stop it from freezing. So I watched Adam Julian's video last night about analog heaters and things like that, and I kind of am thinking about plumbing it in. So if you guys want to drop me a comment below just to let me know, what you think about that, if it's just a waste of time. As I say, I'm only wanting to set it to 5 degrees, nothing higher than that really. It's just for me to keep the pond above freezing. So with that said, we'll go and have a look at the pond and a few little adjustments I've made. Nothing major, as I say, I kind of just left the pond to do its thing. So mind all the leaves and things that you see around. I will be getting back to it. and you're just getting back into the swing of things. So without further ado, let's just go check on the fish. So as you can see, I've just turned off the aerated dome. Since the last video, I have managed to install a separate air pump, one for the Nexus and one for the air pump in the pond, so it's giving a lot more aeration in there. As you can see, the pond bottom is looking beautiful and clean. I actually did have to get in and move this and wiggle it around. Well, I was trying to wiggle it around because I thought, you know, there wasn't much draw being into the Nexus filter, so I thought if I wiggle it around, maybe I can adjust the kind of distance between the bottom drain dome and the bottom drain. But when I did that, it popped off and it floated to the top. And anyone that's got a bottom drain, especially one that has popped off before and floated to the top, will know how annoying it is to put it back. Now for me, I actually got in the pond. Actually no, I didn't this time. That was the first time. This time I didn't. I managed, it took me about 2 days with a couple of poles trying to maneuver it into position, and now that is a little bit higher. And as you can see, the bottom of the pond is pretty clean. There's almost nothing on the bottom of the pond. I had a huge problem with blanket weeds, so I used some blanket weed treatment. And at first I thought, well, it's not really doing anything, but I think also the cold weather has really helped to get rid of that blanket weed. As you can see here, they all come along. It's still fairly crowded in here. A lot of these fish you can't really see because they're kind of black or a dark colour. I've got a few, I think, common koi in there as well, and obviously quite a few ghost koi. So a lot of the ghost koi and some of the common carp as well, they will be up for grabs. So I'm going to be offering them free of charge. They're some beautiful fish. If I can find some photos, I'll stick them maybe up here somewhere so you can see me when I originally put them in. Let's say, touch wood, there's been no other issues. A tiny bit of flashing, but not enough for me to worry. Obviously after all the deaths I had, I was pretty kind of on it, panicking about everything, but there's nothing that seems to be too much to worry about. And I think, you know, to that person who told me just to leave it, thank you, because after that it was great. This is the last remaining fish out of those ones I got. I believe it's a Jinrin Sankey. I've got the records upstairs of where it came from, everything like that. I have a feeling it came from a farm called Umo Koi Farm. But then there's Big Mo. Big Mo's doing great. I'm gonna believe Big Mo is a male because unless my pond just does not grow fish, which it does, although be it slowly, then I think that's male. Big Red down here doing great as well. This is my Makashi Ogren from the Silver Fox Budline Grow and Show from Kenny Koi. I mean, I've seen the sizes of some of the other ones. I'm just going to take you off camera now on the tripod. So I have seen some of the ones that have been grown at the Grow and Show, and I don't know if any of you remember, but I actually got a bucket of food from Mike at Kenny Koi because mine was the smallest and had grown the least. So yeah, but I think, you know, possibly if I get the heater on, stabilise the temperature a bit more, and if we get a nice hot summer next year, then we can get that up to a good size. Fun fact, there is one fish in here that is not a koi or a goldfish or a carp or any sort. I have one fish in there, and that is my roach. I've had this roach for so long, I cannot even remember really when I got him. I'll see if I can find him in there. As you can see, they're all there. Where's the roach? There's the roach, just there. So that is my really large roach, who's done amazingly, really well. I especially love it here, you can see him just in the water column there. Lovely red fins, lovely red lipstick on him as well. And that fish has done amazing. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, a lot of you guys are koi purists out there, but I really enjoy taking a look and watching him in the summertime, jumping up to get in flies or little bits of pellet when I throw him in. So yeah, We're gonna go walk over to the filter house now. There's a slight little change in there, nothing too dramatic, but why not? Let's go have a look. So at some point I need to get this return sorted out properly, probably drill and have an underwater return. I do like the sound of the water though, it is quite nice up here. But anyways, as you can see, leaves everywhere, it is just a bomb site up here of leaves. Some of you will notice I now have a roof. It's not entirely waterproof and it's no kind of official koi house as it were, because it's just not big enough. But it keeps the filter away from the elements, and as I say, when we had that really harsh winter last time, it froze all my pipes, filter was all frozen up. I didn't have the next side, the clover leaf at that time, and there was a thick layer of ice on top of the pond. So hopefully with that big air stone that's in there, or the aerated bottom drain, it will stop that from freezing. In a bit I will turn it on, and I want to get you guys' opinions on whether I should turn it off during the winter time or turn it down. It is quite turbulent, but I had a lot of detritus at the bottom of the pond with the blanket retreatment, and obviously a lot of leaves falling from the trees. So I wanted it all to kind of be whooshed away to the bottom drain. So we'll head inside the filter house now. It's nowhere near as tidy and as neat as anyone else's, but this is my one. As you can see up here, so around, not this side, I still have to finish this side over here, but over here, and down here on the sides, I've just put, it's kind of like a garden fleece material that you use for when you're growing, like, plants in the winter time, little sprouting seeds. So I've just put that out for now, just helps them the heat. I've got some spare ply, so I might be putting ply over the top as a facade kind of thing. Nothing's really changing here, so got my food. No, there's no Sakai Hikari in here, it is just Aqua Nutrition Autumn Winter Wheat Germ. I'm no koi, expert or professional, I just, at the time, some wheat germ, I don't really see too much of a difference, maybe the wastage, but for me it works, my fish like it, so why not use it. So we've got this Koi Pro Airblow 100, and this I believe is going into the Nexus over here, and then I've got this up here. I think I watched one of Quality Nishigoya's videos, and someone had used straps in order to hold up the air pump, so that one goes straight into the pond. Got a little window here so we can have a look outside. There's the tripod for the filming, and I will turn this air pump on. It'll get a little bit noisy in here, but you'll see what I mean in terms of the so it looks quite turbulent, but for me, after not having one, or not having one that has its own separate one for ages, I thought I'll plumb it in. It's a bit turbulent, as you can see, if you're just watching there, but I think perhaps for me, I quite like having a very oxygenated pond. So comments down below what you think. Tons of rubbish behind me, just treatments. What's this? So this is my cloverleaf. This is the cloverleaf blanket answer. This is what I was using for the blanket retreatment. I went to my local koi dealer, which is Koi Water Garden in Sutton, and they offered me that. And then this is just a load of crap that I've just put in a bowl. Nexus is doing well. It probably does need a clean. Yeah, I can see the media is quite high, but that's all running pretty good, all well in there. And you can always tell the Nexus because the outer column will drop. So I'll probably go and put that on a clean while we go do the rest of the video. Oh, and all these pipes will get that same fleece treatment, which I will do in just a second. So as you guys can see, this is the air stone on full, providing a lot of agitation and aeration for the koi. As I say, if anyone, because I see a lot of comments on Facebook groups and YouTube about, you know, do I turn my pumps off and all this and things like that. And I've always wondered with the airstone, especially with the aerated bottom drain, whenever you have an aerated drain, because the idea of the aerated drain is that it pushes all debris up and then kind of that almost mushroom circular motion. But also it would take warm water from the bottom and push it up, cool it down and bring it to the bottom. So it's kind of like the fish will always usually sit at the bottom if it's cooler or colder, or if they're sulking because of the temperature, because it's a bit warmer down there. So I want to find out from you guys whether you think it's best for me to keep this on but turn it down, keep it on at full, just keep it how it is, or turn it off completely. What do you guys do? I know I think Lee has his on a timer, so it kind of intermittently comes on. But as soon as I turn it off, the fish usually get a bit, you know, almost worried in a way. They'll just circle and circle the ponds. And so the last thing I want to do is stress the pond. The airstone's been on like this for, you know, about 3 months now since I got it wired in. So any suggestions from you guys would be really, really helpful. So that would be great. So aeration, what do you guys think? So it's time to end the video. I know that this was a little bit of a short one, maybe a bit kind of all around the world, as it were, with all the different things. But as I say, I'm really appreciative this year of having some amazing people subscribe, comment, some friends I've made, and there's too many to mention. I'll try and pop a few of them down in my the kind of description of the video down below with links to their channels. Huge thanks to loads of people. The koi community has been amazing on YouTube. Even when I've been suffering losses, and you know, everyone's been supportive, and I really do enjoy it. You know, I didn't create this video for these videos for kind of views, you know, subscribers, fame, whatever. I just created this set of videos in order to get some help by showing you guys exactly what I'm doing, what can go wrong. I mean, I think we can all remember when I put bubble wrap on the pond and how badly that went. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone this year. It's been a hard year for me. Some of you may personally know, and I've let you guys know via direct messages, things like that. But I'm still here. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm taking the advice of, you know, from my mistakes of, you know, don't overstock. As I say, all the common carp that I have in this pond, and a lot of the ghost carp, they'll be up for sale for free. I'm not looking for anything, I'm just looking to thin down the pond size. I'm sure some of them will grow to huge sizes, especially if you've got a heated pond. Anyone that's got a new pond, so I'm not rushing you to come and grab my fish at all, but I'm saying for anyone out there, if you can get down to me, I'm based in Sutton in Surrey. I currently, I don't drive unfortunately, so you'd have to get down to me. But they're there for a good home if anyone out there wants them. So that's a kind of Christmas present to anyone that would like to drop me a message or drop me a comment down below, and I can get hold of you directly through either Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever channels kind of thing. So yeah, it's been a bit of a mission, a bit of a, you know, a battle, but we got there in the end, I think, and only upwards and onwards. You know, the pond, you know, it's got its green slime coat and everything now. It's kind of all settled in as much as it can be, and it's looking a lot better this year than it did last year, anyways. So I'm really glad with that. Right, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to go do a boring clean of the filter. No one wants to see that. Everyone's seen it about 1 million times. So yeah, that's me signing off for today, but I hope you enjoyed this video. What I'll do is at the end of the video, if I can get some clips on the GoPro, I'll get some clips underwater of my really clean pond on the fish, and also try to include some photos of those common carp and some of the fish that I'm happy to move on. And as I say, I haven't had any issues for 4 months now, so I'm safe. You know, I'll do probably a scrape if the flashing. As I say, it was one flash that I saw when I popped up here a week ago. So I'm not about to go fish out a load of them just to stress them out, especially with this cold temperatures. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new year. Some hard lessons. I definitely had a knock, 100%. But yeah, hopefully onwards and upwards, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. I was on YouTube last night commenting on a few different people's videos, but I'll be back on it, and once I've got this video edited and rendered, I will also be going back on YouTube and going back through some of your videos, because I have missed it, I really have. So huge thank you to everyone on the kind of koi keeping front on YouTube, and everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's commented, and a few of you have even been bugging me to say, well, are you still there, you still doing the koi? And yes, I am. I just let it settle, take the losses, chin up, and just, you know, there's always going to be those little issues. So yeah, thanks ever so much, guys. Enough of me rambling on. I'm going to turn into Mr. Andrew Daly soon. So but yeah, have a great Christmas and a great New Year, and if there's no more videos until the New Year, I look forward to seeing you guys in 2022. So yeah, peace out, guys. Remember, if you do like the video, as always, just like it, drop me a subscribe, especially if you're knowledgeable. I really like them type of subscribers, tell me what to do. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys.